Dr. Jennifer Bacani McKenney is one of only 5 doctors at the small regional hospital in Fredonia, Kansas.
In our new one, we can do high-flow, invasive, bypass, everything.
That's right. Okay.
She's also the county's health official, responsible for planning the community's COVID response. Lately, it feels like an impossible job. 9 months after the first COVID case seen in Kansas, health officials like McKenney are losing support with residents who don't want to hear any more about masks and social distancing. Some drive by her house, post about her on Facebook, and push for her to get fired.
Hello. I'm giving you a big hug.
Dr. McKenney was born and raised here and says she knows almost every one of the town's 2,500 people. But now she sometimes feels like an outsider. What do you think is motivating the tension in town?
I think there's a lot of fear and there's so much unknown. People want to blame something and they can't blame a virus that is too small to be seen. So they blame people like me.
At the end of November, she got a small win. After months of debate, town commissioners put a 30-day mask mandate in place. But at the meeting's end, the sheriff's deputy escorted Dr. McKenney out.
We are in the process of losing our freedoms. We're in the process of losing free speech.
That was a first for me. But when I asked them why they wanted to walk me out, they said, well, we're worried about your safety.
Disinformation and distrust of government, many depending on hourly wage jobs at the few restaurants and shops around, and fear being asked to quarantine. Their anger spills out onto administrators and contact tracers like Destiny Wheeler.
We hear that this is a lot, and how are they going to pay their bills? And I know these people. I don't want them to not be able to pay their bills or not be able to go to work. And that does get really personal. It's very hard.
In the first 7 months of the pandemic, the community had 60 confirmed cases. In just the last week, they've seen 80.
My whole body's sore. It feels like I got hit with a vehicle. Lost the sense of taste and smell.
Are you worried at all?
I live with and take care of my 93-year-old great-grandmother, and that's something that I'm worried about.
Do you wish you'd worn a mask?
A little bit sometimes.
20 minutes later, both men got the call. They're COVID positive.
This is Harriet and Van.
Dr. McKenney says she'll keep showing up for her patients and working to combat pandemic fatigue. Do you think that will solve the division in town?
I think it's going to take a while to solve the division in town because it's personal. It's hard. People have said things, people have heard things, and even if we're physically safe from the virus, there are a lot of hurt feelings. What I worry about is that it's going to take much longer to get through that than it would be to get through the actual pandemic itself with the virus.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.